Will 37-inch tires fit the new 2020 F250? As you can see, they absolutely will. These are 37 by 12.5 by 20 Toyo RTs. They're all-terrains, and I just had them put on yesterday, and they have been absolutely amazing. You know, they're not quite as aggressive as the MTs. I wish the sidewall was a little more pronounced, but so far, with a couple hundred miles on them, I'm super happy with them. You know, coming from a 2018 F250 with a 6-inch rough country lift and 35-inch MTs to these Toyo RT all-terrains, I mean, it's just night and day. You know, honestly, the video just doesn't even do it justice. Completely changes the look of the truck. So suspension wise, I've got a 2.5-inch ready lift spacer kit that surprisingly has maintained the factory ride pretty well. Now, I noticed immediately when I had the 37s put on that the ride did change a little bit. It is a little bit stiffer, but I kind of expected that. So I think my stock tires were 34.6-inch Michelin ATs that I don't even know how you could consider them all-terrains. They weren't that aggressive. As you can see, these, I mean, they just look great. They look great. So on my last truck, I had 20 by 10 fuels, and you know, with the 20 by 10, you don't have a crazy amount of offset, but you do have enough where it is sticking out just a little bit. And you know, we were living up north, and with the salt on the roads and all that crap, it was a complete pain in the ass. So, you know, considering this truck is almost twice as expensive as my F-150, I really didn't want to go crazy, and I just wanted I wanted to do something simple. And honestly, I couldn't be any happier. I mean, they fill up the well perfectly. They're super smooth on the road. I can't hear a thing from the cab. You roll down the window and, you know, there's a tiny bit of humming, but it's nothing coming from the MTs. I'll show you how far these stick out. So, I mean, you can't really tell from the video. It does stick out a little bit, but you know, that back lip on the factory fender kind of covers that up, but it definitely gives it a more aggressive look. Now, as far as rubbing goes, they do rub a little bit at full lock, but only in reverse. And, you know, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know why that is. I can't even get the tire turned all the way, but I'll show you the clearance and what I can do. So, see, there's plenty of clearance. There's no trimming. What's going on? Turn it the other way. I wish I had somebody to hold the damn wheel. Honestly, I don't even know what it's rubbing on. But you know, you can feel it a little bit at full up. Turn these back straight. So, you know, in the forums, you hear this question probably 600 or 700 times a day, and you know, I couldn't find a ton on YouTube about it, so I figured I'd make my first video with it. Actually, I do want to put the trimmer valance on it, just to, you know, bring that thing up a little bit. But I did install the leveling kit myself. It was incredibly easy. I don't know, it took me like 4 or 5 hours, and that was just because I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't 100% dedicated to it. And if you've got little kids, then you know how that can be. So. A couple more angles. So I do plan on doing a review of the tires, probably in the next 5,000 to 10,000 miles. Now this, you know, this truck is so much fun to drive that I've only had it a month, and I've got a little over 2,000 miles on it. So I never thought I would find a truck or vehicle that I enjoyed driving more than I enjoy riding my Harley, and boy was I wrong. So anyways, if I know a ton of guys, they get these trucks, and that's the first thing they want to know is what's the most tire I can fit on with the littlest amount of modifications. And this is about it. You know, I'm sure I could fit 38s, maybe 40s. Obviously there'd be a lot more rubbing, but I don't know. I don't have any intentions in changing it up anytime soon. I mean, it's just perfect. So stay tuned for the next review. Thanks.